everybody, welcome back to my channel and thank you very much for watching. I have had my hair cut, it's quite a bit shorter. I don't particularly like it, but that's not just the point. I just wanted to mention it because in terms of the continuity, my hair is going to grow midway through this video because I had it cut just yesterday, so towards the end of me filming this. But yes, this is going to be a testing basics on wool coats. I know you guys have been really looking forward to this one. I have loved filming it so far. So the reason I've chosen wool coats, despite them being slightly more expensive, is because I think they're 100% worth the investment. All of the coats that I have in my wardrobe that I still wear now, that I've had for years, that come out every single winter are the wool ones. Ones which aren't wool, I tend to sell at the end of winter or take to a charity shop or whatever, but the wool ones really stand the test of time in the wardrobe in terms of quality and the style and just everything. So I think it's 100% worth investing in, and because this is the beginning of winter now, if you buy one now, you know you're going to get a good amount of time to wear it while it is still cold. So we have 5 here from high street to high end. Because it's wool, the prices are starting at a higher point than normal, but yeah, let's just get straight into it. So when I was doing this, I was always trying to look for coats that were 50% wool at least. I failed slightly on the cheapest one, which is ASOS at £75. Wool coats are really hard to find on the high street, especially ones that are anywhere near 100% wool at all. So this was 42% and I was pretty pleased with that. It's still got a massive tag on it. It's like a speckled black, really classic boyfriend fit coat. It has poppers on it. I personally absolutely hate poppers on a coat. Normally I like to take them off and just replace them with buttons because I don't tend to do the coats up either, so it doesn't matter if they have to sit open the whole time. I think poppers make things look so much cheaper. And it also has 2 flat pockets at the side. So this is 42% wool, 29% polyester, 9% nylon, 8% cotton, 5% acrylic, 4% viscose and 3% silk. There's a lot going on in that. Out of all of them, it's the least soft. It has quite a rough texture to it. However, I think it's got a nice fit to it and it's quite a nice coat for £75. The tip for coat shopping on the high street is to avoid camel, because camel can look incredibly expensive and incredibly chic, but it can also look incredibly cheap. And I ordered a camel coat initially off ASOS for this video and it was awful. It was more expensive than this. I think it was like £100 and it just looked so cheap. So if you're after a camel coat, I would recommend slightly upping your budget if you can, because I don't know, they just can look cheap really easily. So that was ASOS, £75. Black and dark grey coats on the high street, I think, work really well. And this is a nice coat, I do like it. Oh, it's got a lot of thread coming off it though. Okay, I'll keep an eye on that. So as a camel option on the next one up, we have Under the Stories at £165. This is a wool blend, so it's 35% alpaca and 35% wool, and then 3% polyamide. I don't know where what the rest of it is though, because that doesn't equal 100%, but anyway. It is this beautiful, almost blonde kind of a camel, long coat with a belt. It's got buttons, hurrah for buttons, not those ugly poppers. It has a vented back, which is always really flattering. It's nice and long. It looks really great on. Because of the alpaca in it, it has a kind of like furry texture to it, is the way that I've described it. It's so much softer than the ASOS one. Even just the way the material like scrunches up. When things are stiff like the ASOS coat, this is why camel's good to avoid on the high street. You know, if you sit down and you get those really heavy creases on your bum in a coat, when it's got that stiff fabric, you know it's going to do that. That's not going to show up on a dark fabric. So camel always has to be softer so that you're not going to get really obvious creases, which I think just looks awful. And this is definitely not the kind of fabric that is going to crease easily if you are sat down in your beautiful camel coat. Next up from there at £298, we have All Saints. This is 80% wool, 20% polyester, and it also has a 100% suede trim collar. I think this style has become a little bit of like part of All Saints called Core Collection, because they always have these coats every single year in different colours. This one's a little bit, well, quite a lot shorter than the other one, and a very different toned camel. It's actually more beige than camel, especially if I hold them up against here. This has got much more orange and yellow, warmer undertones, which is much cooler, and more on the grey side, grey or beige. These coats are beautifully. Oh, by the way, sizing wise, I'm normally a size 8 and I always get a size up in coats, so All of these are a size 10. I prefer a size up so that you can wear big chunky jumpers and not get bunched up under your armpits. So this is also a size 10, and this is the smallest fitting out of all of the coats that we have here. This definitely fits more like a size 8. I would say you could even go 2 sizes up your normal size if you want an oversized fit, but it does lend itself to being quite snugly fit because it's a very fitted piece. It has like the darts down the front and things, so it is meant to be very chic and slim fitting. I think it looks very beautiful on. It has a very, very classic style to it. It's very, very, very minimal. It has a button once again, thank God not those poppers, and a button on the cuffs. Yeah, I think it's a really, really, really nice coat. Very, very classic. Also very, very plain, and I think it's a very high price tag for something as simple as this is. Moving up from there, we have the coat of all coats, because you guys have seen this already. I haven't worn it, well, before filming this video, hadn't worn it like in real life yet. I'd worn it to shoot in a blog post, so you have seen it on Instagram already. And I've never had so many comments complimenting an item on an Instagram post before. It's this incredible Jigsaw coat. This was sent to me back from Jigsaw for a blog post that I worked on, so this is the only coat that I haven't paid for within this video. So this is £350, it is 78% wool and 22% polyamide, if that's how you say that word. I don't know how I've been saying it. It is this, when I was wearing this, one of our family friends was like, oh, you look like a conker, because it is kind of a beautiful conker shade. It's a very autumnal shade. This coat is absolutely incredible. It is ginormous, it weighs a ton, it's so heavy. It has these huge, with just one huge button on it, again, not the poppers, massive, massive pockets, which are gorgeous, big detailing on the cuffs, a huge lapel. Everything about this is very oversized. I got a 10 in this, could have probably got away with an 8 in this because of its natural oversized fit. So I think if you went for your normal size, you would still have a nice coat with lots of room for chunky jumpers and stuff. It's an absolutely beautiful piece. I think it looks like it could be thousands and thousands of pounds. I think it looks so much more expensive than £350, and the structure of it, everything is just beautiful. The wool makes it hang in that way, you know, and it's really thick and just beautiful really, and it makes it hang off your body in a really, really lovely way. So that was Jigsaw, £350. So the top one, again, you've already seen on Instagram because I've been wearing this one quite a bit, but this is quite an unexpected one for me, and I got this on Farfetch because I had a £150 voucher with Farfetch which I put towards this coat. So this was £575 full price, and it's 75% wool and 25% polyamide, that word again. And I was looking on Farfetch because I had the voucher. So I was looking on there for my most expensive coat, and I saw this one, I sort of opened it up in a new tab, and I was like, I like that, but I would never really want that to be my most expensive coat because it's so different for me. So then I thought, I'm going to try and find something like it on the high street because I'd really like to give this style a go. Couldn't find anything like it on the high street, and that is always a good sign of a designer piece when you know you are getting something which isn't being recreated for much cheaper everywhere else. And it is this floral piece, which I know is so unexpected for me. It's from MSGM, and it is this dark, really super navy blue based coat, and it has these beautiful flowers over it. I think what drew me to it was how dark it was, and I just thought it's going to look so good with denim, be something a little bit different, and I just thought I was going to risk it and have this as my most expensive piece because I couldn't find it elsewhere. I have to say, as a little spoiler for what's coming, I really, really, really have loved this coat as I've been wearing it, and I found it more versatile than I thought I would. Quality-wise, to hold, it doesn't come close to the Jigsaw one. It feels cheaper than the Jigsaw one. It has those flipping popper buttons. I just don't know why. Maybe you guys have a reason why brands put these popper buttons on coats, but these ones are all black, so they're nowhere near as obvious as the ASOS ones, but I think it's a shame that the cheapest and the most expensive both have that, and I feel like this shouldn't have it at all. It's a much lighter weight coat than the Jigsaw one. Actually, then all of them, it's probably the lightest weight, but it has still been very warm, I have to say. But it's a beautiful fabric. It's very, very soft, but it just doesn't feel as luxurious as the Jigsaw one at all. However, I do think this has a really beautiful fit to it. Again, I got a size 10, and it's just perfectly oversized, very straight down. It's not super tailored like the All Saints one. It has a much more manly fit, and I do really, really like the fit of it. But obviously, the winning factor of this is this absolutely gorgeous print, which I'm loving. Okay then, so that is the 5 coats. You know how this works out. I've actually been filming this for, oh, how long have I been filming it for? about 2 weeks, if not more than 2 weeks. I've been wearing them a lot to try and really get a good review. So we're going to go into the vlog section of this video now, show you how I style each of them up, and then we will review my final thoughts at the end of the video. Morning everyone, it's day one of the coat wearing, and I'm starting with the one that I feel the most excited to wear, just because it's unlike anything that I normally see myself in, and it's the, I always forget what letters, the order the letters come in, MSGM one. So I'm going down to London today, I'm staying over, so I'm going to wear this 2 days in a row. I'm not taking 2 coats down with me. Still relatively warm, and this is quite a lightweight coat, so it's great for this kind of weather. For now, I've got it on with the ISABEL MARANT turtleneck, which was in the turtleneck testing basics, some REDOUTE jeans with a frayed hem, and the TOPSHOP boots from the ankle boots testing basics. So I like this outfit a lot. The coat is just doing everything I wanted it to do, and this is the kind of combination that I wear all the time. Really simple, kind of boring, very plain, and this just transforms it, but doesn't feel like there's really any effort gone into that. I've just thrown it on and I feel really nice in it despite it being such a statement to me. Hey guys, this is actually the 3rd day I'm wearing this SGM coat. I did film it for that 2nd day when I was in London, but the footage was completely out of focus when I watched it back. So this is 3rd outing now, and I'm just actually driving home in it, but I thought that I would quickly check in and update you. I really like this coat. I got so many compliments on it when I wore it out in London for those couple of days. I think it's great with super simple outfits like this. I've just got on the weekday jeans from the skinny jeans testing basic, my DUNE boots from the ankle boots testing basics, and this old knit from COS. And like, this is the kind of thing that I wear every single day, and this just makes it that little bit more exciting. Hey everybody, it is the 2nd coat today. I'm not sure how much you can see. I'll make sure to film a cutaway and pop it in over here just in case you can't see very well. But I've got on the And Other Stories coat. I'm enjoying the camel. It's a nice shade of camel as well, which I think sometimes can look really cheap if you don't get it right. I've just got it on with some vintage Levi 501s, my Gucci loafers, the ISABEL MARANT turtleneck, which is from the turtleneck testing basics. These Gucci loafers have also been in a testing basics. So it's a really simple outfit. I like the pop of red from the shoes, and so far this coat seems very lovely, and I will let you know how I get on with it throughout the day. Hey guys, so I'm wearing the Jigsaw coat today. I've got it on with a Gap jumper, which is really old, from Zalando, some Girlfriend jeans, which are from the brand's Girlfriend, but they're from Revolve, and then my trusty Gucci slingbacks. This coat definitely is just great to throw on over things. I feel like it is a big statement, in some ways more of a statement than the floral one, despite it being a more neutral colour. Because of the size of it, it doesn't feel as easy to wear necessarily. However, it looks absolutely incredible and 10 times more expensive than the MSGM, MGSM, whatever the hell it's called. And I think it looks more expensive than that, even though it's not. So I'm very excited to wear it, and it's definitely very warm as well, so all good. Hello everybody, I'm re-wearing the And Other Stories coat today. I was planning on wearing the All Saints one with this outfit, but this one just looks better. I have it on with a t-shirt from, I'm not sure how you say the brand, I don't know if it's BA&SH, B&SH. But anyway, this t-shirt has been made to raise money for breast cancer awareness. So all the proceeds go to charity, and it's very lovely as well. I've also got it on with my ASOS carrot jeans, some Nicholas Kirkwood boots, and I love how it looks basically. And the other day that I wore it, super warm, it's really cozy. It is actually really nice and warm, and it's just so soft, and it's like you just snuggle up in it. I really love it a lot, and it looks a lot better than the All Saints one with this outfit. I think the length is what makes it just look so much cooler in a really effortless way, and so I'm loving it. Hey guys, I'm just quickly checking in because I wore this coat one for extra time today. Just an all black outfit underneath. I've got ISABEL MARANT boots on, All Saints skinny jeans, FILLIPA knit dress, which I got on Zalando. I got absolutely drenched as well. I was chucking it down outside, and it's kept me both warm and relatively dry. It's not waterproof, so like inside the sleeves are a little bit damp, but for the most part it's done a very good job of keeping me warm, and I love it with this all black outfit. So I just wanted to do that final little extra check-in. Hey guys, it's the All Saints one today. I've gone with something long line underneath it because that's how I'm enjoying this length the most. Like with other outfits, I preferred having something longer with it. So I've got on a jumper from Under the Stories, my Levi wedgie jeans from Zalando, the Whistles boots that were in the ankle boots testing basics. I'm still trying to break these in and see if they'll give a little bit size wise, but so far no, look, they're still hurting me. I do really like how this looks. It has a very like effortlessly chic feel to it because of the tailoring and the cut. The only thing is, it's so tight, like I'm really bunched up under my armpits, which is a feeling that I hate more than anything. I have got quite a big jumper on, but we're coming into big jumper season, so you want coats that you know you can put things over the top of, and I've hardly got any room under the pits here. And you know, like when you sit down and stuff, it's like, oh, it's kind of tight. This one might be more of a transitional piece than something you can wear when you're really layering up, but I do love how it looks, and I think the colour is rather gorgeous. I've just got back in from London. I've had the ASOS coat on all day, and it's just been really, really nice actually. I've liked how it's looked. Definitely simple, definitely doesn't feel anywhere near as luxurious as the other ones. Even the Under the Stories, it feels like there is a big difference between the two. It's not soft, it's not snuggly, it's just a much rougher texture. I do think it's a really nice coat and has a really nice fit to it, and just lovely tailoring basically. I've worn it with my Miu Miu ballet pumps and then some Levi wedgie jeans from Zalando, belt from Aritzia, knit from Gap, also from Zalando. Quite a dark outfit which I've liked, but yeah, this is the final coat and I've liked it. So I have generally got 5 coats that I do really like here, which is definitely a win. So on to the final opinions of these coats, and I'm very pleased to say that I have 5 coats here that I absolutely love. I would recommend each and every one of them for whatever your budget may be. I'm really pleased with them all. I know that I'm going to wear them all through winter, and that is such a good feeling that when I say that at the end of a video, so I'm very pleased about it. So I am going to put them in order from least favourite to most favourite, but I just wanted to make it clear that they're all getting a big thumbs up, but one of them's got to come last. And I'm actually going to put the All Saints one in last place. It's a beautiful coat, it really, really is. I love the fit of it very much so, but I think it doesn't feel as expensive as it actually is. This one was £295, was it? It was a lot of money, it was definitely well over £200. And I just think it's so plain for that amount of money and so minimal. So that is just the reason that it's coming in last place. That being said, I think that cost per wear can really get it down because of how simple it is. It will be very easy to wear. But it probably was the one I was least excited to wear and just loved the least. And it was pretty expensive. So All Saints in last place, but it's still a gorgeous coat. And the next spot is the ASOS one. The material does not compare to the others, not even the All Saints one. It's so much rougher, it just does not feel as luxurious, but it's still a great coat because I think it looks more expensive than it is. It does hang very beautifully off the body despite not feeling the best, but I don't know. I guess the thing to remember is that I have now got 5 winter coats, and I'm likely to reach for this one over some of the others because I have the option to reach for ones that look way more luxurious and feel nicer on basically. But for £75 I think it's really, really good. Like compared to another one that I ordered off ASOS that was £100, which was just awful. I think it looks expensive. There was a little bit of thread coming off that I noticed at the beginning. That's still the same, it hasn't got any worse. I think it is if I pull it there, but you know, that isn't great obviously, and I'll definitely have to keep an eye on that. But I didn't notice that happening anywhere else. It's just not got the most luxurious finish, but it was only £75, and I think for £75 it's a great coat. Next is going to be the MSGM. I flipping love this coat. I really, really, really love the print, and the print alone is just enough for me to carry this coat and think that it's an absolutely great coat. Because I couldn't find anything similar on the high street, as I said, and I found it more versatile than I thought it was going to be. I wanted to wear this one more than any of the others. I was most excited to wear this one because it was so different, but I absolutely loved it. However, to say it is £575, I believe, it doesn't feel £575. It's the thinnest one out of all of them. The fabric is beautiful and does feel very luxurious, but absolutely no different to the All Saints one whatsoever, almost identical to the All Saints one probably. It has a lovely fit to it, but again, so does the ASOS one, and that one was £75. So the print really does make this one as fabulous as I think it is. Really disappointing to see the poppers on such a high-end coat. But yeah, the print is gorgeous. I wish it was vented, that's the only thing. I find that the vented coats tend to be much more flattering, and this one isn't, which is a bit of a shame. I do wish it was. The previous two both have vents in them, which does make them fit nicely. But even without that it has a lovely, just androgynous fit, contrasted with this very feminine print, and I think that's what I'm loving so much about it, but could be thicker and more luxurious feeling for the price tag. In the next spot, I'm going to put this absolutely beautiful Jigsaw coat. My God, I love this so, so much. It's just so great to throw on over absolutely anything. And it transforms your look into something so chic. Like, I think this looks so much more expensive than £350. That is still a lot of money, but I think you get a lot for your money. This is the most luxurious feeling coat out of all of the 5 we have here. The fabric of this one just does not compare to any of the others. It's thick, it's structured, it's soft, it's absolutely stunning. It just feels so luxurious. There's no other way for me to say it. I absolutely love it. The negative I have to say about this one is because it's so big, especially the lapel, when you have your bag on your shoulder, it slides off the whole time, so I kept having to wear a bag crossbody. And it's just because the sheer size of the lapel means it sits here, so your bag's always sitting on a slight angle and just slides off. Perfectly fine if you have a crossbody bag, that counteracts the problem perfectly, but that would be the one negative I have to say. The sheer size of it in some ways makes it very unpractical, but it is an absolutely beautiful, beautiful coat. The colour, everything, it is just like sheer luxury, this coat. I think it's stunning. And that leaves in first place the And Other Stories coat. The reason I've popped this in first place, once I can get it the right way around, is because I think it's an absolutely fantastic coat for the price. It's probably, I like the MSGM and the Jigsaw one more than this one to wear, but for the price of this coat, I think it's absolutely stunning. I love the shade of camel on it, the light shade. I love the slightly furry texture. The length of it's gorgeous. It has such an effortless fit to it. It's beautiful. I love the length. I love the fact it's got buttons, the pockets, the belt, everything. It's just a gorgeous coat, and for such a good price, like £165 I think this one was. I think that's a really, really, really great price to invest in. It's not an absolute cripplingly expensive one like the MSGM one, but it's still a little bit of an investment, and you definitely get something that's really great quality for that. It's just gorgeous. Definitely prefer this one to the All Saints one in comparison to their prices, and equally I think this is absolutely worth £100 more than the ASOS one. Hands down, this feels more than £100 more than the ASOS one. Did that make sense? I know what I mean. Hopefully you know what I mean as well. I love them all. I'm so pleased, so pleased that I like these coats so much. I'm just excited to wear them all throughout winter basically. And next up we are going to be doing chunky knits. That should be with you in a couple of weeks. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching as always. Other brands I would recommend for wool coats are COS. They just didn't have any that I really liked style-wise this time round, and also Massimo Dutti. They always do beautiful wool coats, so be sure to check those out as well. And thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.